She was just playing with a toy car. Then 1 second later, she was smaller than a coffee mug. No warning, no pain. Just like that, her entire world changed. Her husband was an agricultural scientist. For years, he had been obsessed with creating something that could change the world. He wanted to solve global food shortages and maybe even win a Nobel Prize someday. But instead of making crops bigger, he accidentally created something much stranger, a shrinking formula. Until now, he had only tested it on corn, never on a living person. The moment he realized his wife had actually shrunk, he lost his mind with excitement. To him, this was a breakthrough, but to her, it was pure terror. She was now only 6 inches tall. Suddenly, her own home felt unrecognizable. The man she had spent years with looked like a giant. His voice sounded like thunder. Every step felt like an earthquake. She couldn't understand what was happening. But the worst part wasn't even being tiny. The real problem had been building for years. She used to be a brilliant writer. She had won awards and had a future people believed in. But after getting married, she put her dreams aside so she could support his career. She thought sacrifice would bring love and appreciation. Instead, she slowly became invisible. Her husband was always busy. There was always another experiment, another deadline, another excuse. Every time she wanted to return to writing, he brushed it off like it didn't matter. Eventually, she stopped feeling like a partner. She felt like an afterthought, but she had already made a decision. Before the shrinking accident ever happened, she was planning to leave him. She had found someone who actually listened to her, someone who made her feel seen again. She was ready to walk away and start over. Then suddenly, life trapped her inside a dollhouse, and now she had nowhere to go. But the scary thing was, her husband was finally starting to understand what he had done. For the first time in years, he wasn't thinking like a scientist. He was thinking like a husband. He started spending time with her. He tried making tiny meals for her. He showed her the world from a different perspective. For a moment, it almost felt like they had found each other again. But real life doesn't wait. He had less than 1 month left to create a formula that could reverse the process. Investors were threatening to shut down everything. So he rushed back to the lab. Day after day, experiment after experiment, he kept trying. Then suddenly, his phone rang. Something was wrong. His heart dropped instantly. He grabbed his magnifying glasses and looked down in panic. She was still alive. But this time, something had changed. The fear in her eyes was gone. Now there was only anger. And in that moment, he finally realized something. The biggest problem was never that she became smaller. It was that their relationship had already been falling apart long before that day.